top of the broadcast. She had a shutout into the third period last game, but, you know, I think in that game she had something like 23 saves to 1 goal allowed, something really good like that. I'm not sure off the top of my head. I'll have to check that and bring it later in the broadcast, but it looks like the game's going on, so I'll turn it back to you.
The Norwich Cadets bring it through center ice, and they flip it in to the Plattsburgh zone, putting it on behind Davis. That one's picked up by Krosnick and whipped out to center ice. Touched by Boric at center ice. I believe it's still going to be an icing as she was just on the inside of the center ice line. Extra forward this afternoon, Bridget Orr, number 21, her first collegiate game coming in for the Cardinals. Katanka in to take the face-off. She's going to lose it. It's picked up, and a shot, a quick shot there from Medi Blouth. And Norwich's bench is ecstatic to see that happening. Quick shot early from Norwich. Plattsburgh is back in their defensive zone to take the face-off. That one once again won by Norwich. Quick shot on there, taken by Headland. And Plattsburgh is going to have to do some work to get this puck out of the zone. Norwich keeps it in on the line. Grabbed there once again by Cheney. She loses that puck, and it's grabbed by Blouth and sent the length of the ice. Plattsburgh taking it out of the zone here. Into the Norwich zone. That one's grabbed by the Cadets and whipped back out to center ice. Grabbed here. Almost a breakaway, 3-on-2 for the Cadets. Whipped in front, grabbed down, taken down, and a quick shot in front. The Cadets are up 1-0 here. Just a minute and a half into this game. Norwich scored that goal very quickly in front. I think it was Ali Legueux. Yes, it was. And the Cardinals find themselves in a 1-goal hole early. This is rare to see coming from the Cardinals. They are facing number 7 in the nation, Norwich.
Which, to recall back to my earlier line, 23 saves to 1 goal allowed in the last game. Obviously, Davis is a little bit shaken up here, so hopefully she'll be able to turn it around and get back to her, what is usually a very safe goal there.
That puck, not exactly, I believe that might have been offside, but we're having an in-zone face-off, so I guess there was either a hand pass or some sort of issue where Norwich couldn't get out. I apologize for that. We are back in here as Whitney loses that face-off. And Norwich sets to bring it the other way. Quick goal early from the Cadets as they look for redemption here against the Cardinals. Norwich, of course, won the national championship in 2018, losing the national championship in 2014 to the Cardinals. Whitney whips that around the boards, and it heads back to Kowalski, who has Schmelzer on the line. Schmelzer keeps that puck in. Kowalski can't control that puck going in front. It's going to be carried out by the Cadets. Plattsburgh with it behind the net. We'd like to welcome our viewers just tuning in from Plattsburgh State Television for the first time this season. We are being simulcast on both GoCardinalSports.com and Plattsburgh State Television. We welcome those viewers in as well. This is Brennan Dowd alongside Aaron Smith to bring you this Division III matchup between number 1 Plattsburgh and number 7 Norwich. Icing there from the Cardinals. And we're going to have a face-off down in the Cardinals zone. They face off once again, won by the Cadets. Quick wrister there from Blouth. Plattsburgh get it out the other way. Krausnick almost with a breakaway. She's going to lose possession of that puck. The Borch is going to chase after in the corner. Krosnick whips that one out to the line. Benjamin controls that in front. Katanka's touch can't get through. And it's going to send back down the other way. There will be an icing on that play. as McCardle touches that up first. Norwich's bench very loud here tonight as they are tapping on that side board to cheer on their team. Couple of passes there, whiff from Benjamin. She ends up putting it through to Katanka. Schmelzer on the backside, whips it out once again. That one stays in, and Benjamin's gonna have to chase after it. Norwich gets a line change. They put that puck through Katanka, can't control it. It's gonna head back the other way now. Giroud can't keep control of that puck, and Olshansky barely gets a touch on that, and that does not exit the zone. Back behind the net now with Benjamin. Controlled in front, that's going to be grabbed there by the goal scorer, Legueux. She Krause once again keeps that puck in, sends it the other way. Katanka tries to control that and put in front. She's taken down along with McCardle. And Krosnick carries it across center ice. Her puck whips in on goal. And Norwich is going to have to corral it. Misplay there. Morris tries to skip that puck back in. She's going to get the chance to do so. Whipped out very quickly by the Cadets. And back behind Davis. Through center ice again. Plattsburgh offside from a mishandle. Norwich whips it through. Stum puts it on. That one's going to be grabbed by Martin. Fourth line here for the Cardinals out on the ice. Morris whips that one on. That's sticked away. Hits the glass, stays inside. No netting on that. Whipped out of the zone. And Colleen's going to have to chase after that to bring it back around. Whip through center ice. Cheney in the center. She is nudged off. She keeps control of it. Whips wrist shot on. That one goes off a pad. Whipped around in front. Great touch there. As that one does not go through on a great chance from Unsworth. Schmelzer keeps that in on the line. She can't do it. It's going to be a 2-on-1 for the Cadets. Wrister on. That one off wide. Got to get taken back out the other way as Unsworth can't get there. Whip behind the net. And Plattsburgh gets a chance to reset. Quick line change for the Cadets. Drew Mead has a body on her. She puts it to Schmelzer. Great chance, great look there for the Cardinals to get that through. Sent down the ice, and we will have another icing. 5 minutes gone by here in the first period. Plattsburgh down 1-0 against the Norwich Cadets off an early goal from Allie Legueux. Shots on goal are 2-2. In front with the Cadets here. Wrister on. That one's great save in front by Davis off the pads. Stoppage of play here, as I believe we have a Cardinal going to the bench. Yes, we do. Tatum Cheney will be heading to the bench. We have a 2-minute power play coming up for the Cadets. Quick warning there from Legueux as Norwich wins that face-off. Back to Tom. Tom on the line, wrister. That one goes through traffic and is snatched up by Davis. Hooking is the call for Cheney, as she will be in the box for the next minute 54. Back out to Tom again. Taylor Tom on the line. Puts it off to her partner. Back to Tom again. Skips it over to Giroud. Giroud whips that in front. Great look in front there by Borsch to keep that stick up in the sky. Excuse me, Legueux has it once again here. That one corralled on the goal line. Tried to put it in front. Great stick there from Colleen. Norwich on the power play here. That one whipped through by Giroud. Ends up behind the net with Legue again. Norwich still on the power play for another minute 5. That one good in there. Borch clears it out. Plattsburgh's going to get a break and the ability to make a line change. Borch is still going to chase after it, though, to keep the pressure on. Rister out for a breakout pass, touches the stick of Anna Kataka. She gets in the way. Great move there from Kataka to keep that threat neutralized. Sent the length of the ice by Morris. And Norwich's penalty, Cardinals penalty, Norwich's penalty power play is slowly chipping away. Whip through the front here. This pass to the slot does not go, and it's going to head back the other way. 15 seconds left on the man advantage for Norwich. Baptiste sends that to the blue line. Rister on. That one goes wide, probably intended for pass to the slot. That pass to the slot going in. Grabbed by Teft. Behind the net there as Blouth tries to get a wraparound on it. It's going to be saved by Davis.
One thing to note here is on that on the Norwich power play there is coming into this game, Norwich has actually kept their opponents scoreless when their opponents are on the power play. So they are really good at taking advantage of the power play when it's in their favor. That's one thing I just wanted to note.
The last thing you want is a negative power play, or even a negative penalty kill for that matter. Back down on the ice here, the Cardinals kill off that penalty, and the shots on goal are 4-2 in favor of the Cadets. Norwich can't get a move on that, but they keep the puck in the zone. McCardle down on the ice. She hops back up. That puck finds Stum. Stum along the boards, whips that one high, and Unsworth's going to chase after it. Unsworth tries to get it through. Blocked. Great move there from Blouth, as they've neutralized virtually every threat that the Cardinals have had so far this evening. Plattsburgh on their second game of the season, first non-conference game of the season, as they are 1-0 in the NEWHL, the Northeast Women's Hockey League. Norwich Cadets 2-0, both of those they're in conference games for the NEHC. So both teams going into this undefeated so far this season. Krosnick battling along the boards for that one. She loses it, and it's going to be grabbed and taken out by the Cadets. Great touch there by Giroud. She sends it the length of the ice. Plattsburgh gets there first. It will be an icing. Warning there from Legue, for Legue. She gets warned twice. If the rules stand, this will be a penalty to Legue. Not 100% sure here what the ref's decisions are. I believe it is Giroud going to the box. There will be a penalty for that double wave in the zone. Power play for the Cardinals here coming up. New rule to the NCAA, you don't get waved out. You will get one warning. And then on the second warning, you will be assessed a minor penalty. I believe we're getting a bit of a switch out here. Giroud tried to take that, and it looks, I believe, Goleniak is going to go into the box to take this penalty. Cardinals on the power play here for 2 minutes. McCardle back to Bork. Ivy Bork with a wrister off a leg. Norton has to come out to chase it. She puts it on to Boric. The otherwise lethal power play of the Cardinals is getting neutralized here by the Cadets. Krosnick in front to Katanka. That one. Can't get a control on that. That one grabbed by Norton on the line. Over to McCardle. McCardle with a shot in front. Katanka with another tip. That one also goes wide. Boric controlling it there. Boric in front. Wrister off a body. That one in front still. Cannot quite make anything out of this. And that's going to go free in front. Great couple of saves here coming from Berg. Stoppage of play there as Berg lost her equipment. We're going to have a face-off in the offensive zone once again for the Cardinals. Great flurry there as they tie up the game in shots 4-4 with 1:07 left on this power play.
It's worth noting from the Cortland game that 2 of the 5 goals scored for the Cardinals came on the power play. So the Cardinals are actually pretty effective when they're on the power play. And they were hoping to see something go in there, but it just didn't happen. Hopefully, within the next minute that's left on the power play for the Cardinals, they can get something happening.
Boric with it. Boric with it. She puts it out to McCardle wide. McCardle shot in. That one crosses through the blue paint and out. Kept in by Norton. Some great pressure there from the Cadets as McCardle and Krosnick reset. Krosnick, great move there to stay on that puck. She puts it in front. Katanka can't get there quick enough. McCardle's going to try the same thing. She's going to have to corral it and bring it back towards the blue line. Over to Stum. Lily Stum puts it back to Norton. Over to McCardle again. McCardle in front. Wrister. Quick shot in front by Katanka. As the Cadets just really mess around with the Cardinals while they're on the penalty kill. This is the first real challenge the Cardinals have faced this season, as facing another top 10 team is no small feat. Puck back into play here. Unsworth puts it out once again to Benjamin. Benjamin has to hold that. Over to Cheney. Cheney cycles around with a backhand in front. That one can't get through the 5-hole. And it's stopped by the pads of Berg. Alexa Berg on her second game of the season, her 19th collegiate game. She has a 1.44 goals against average in those games and a 0.93 save percentage. She has also 9 shutouts. Berg is working on 10 here, as we're going to have a cross-checking penalty come up. I believe that's to Nicole Unsworth. From the power play to the penalty kill, special teams, I should say, with an interesting afternoon so far. 8:38 left to go in the period. Norwich on the power play for 2 minutes. Norwich with it on the line. They cycle it through the zone. Couple of passes back and forth for the Cadets. Put down behind the line, grabbed there by Masota. She is pushed against the boards hard by one of the Cardinals, and Norwich is going to come out with it. They put it back to the line. Baptiste back over to Mole. Excuse me, not to Mole. Headland. Baptiste loses a tire there, but the Cadets are going to control it once again. Out in front, that one goes to the slot, and a Cardinal swipes that away. Norwich wastes no time on the reset there, even though they do have a quick line change happening at the same time. Corralled there, kept in by Jackson. Over to Gay. Gay behind the net. Puts it over to her line mate. Got a couple of bodies in front. That one doesn't go. In front once again. Could not be corralled there by Gay. And it's whipped out on the backhand by the Cardinals. Carried out of the zone here. Giroud passes it back to Tom. Tom can't control it. Katanka's going to break it out. Katanka chasing after it. She's got Drew Mead in the center. Katanka opts to control that puck and waste some more time. That puck lost there. Drew Mead chasing after it, but she's ultimately going to lose it. And that is going to do it for the power play for the Cadets. That puck sent the length of the ice on the last chance the Cardinals had on that power play without an icing. And we're back to 5-on-5 hockey here. Wrister on, taken there by O'Neill. That went off a body and wide. In front, Wrister. That one coming from Mole, and that went off a body as well. That puck trickled out of the zone. Cardinals chasing after it, as the Cadets have really run the show here this evening. Wasik swipes at that one, puts it back behind. Alexa Berg in net for the Cadets. Norwich through the zone with it. Putting it on to Biddle. Morris grabs it behind the net for the Cardinals. Whipping it out, and Unsworth is going to take it. That one behind the net for an icing. Face off in the neutral zone, won by the Cadets. That was a misplay there from the Cadets as Benjamin tries to corral it. Over to McCardle. That one whipped the length of the ice. Unsworth's going to have to chase after that, and she's going to do so. The icing waved off by Nicole Unsworth in the effort of her to get it through. Cheney not trying to waste that chance as she and Benjamin try to keep that puck in. McCardle back after it beyond the goal line. And they whip it around right to Teft of the Cadets. Broken out by Benjamin. She's got Cheney in front of her and Unsworth chasing down after her as well. Cheney opts to head to the bench. Katanka back on the ice here. As Cardinals try to find themselves with some sort of scoring opportunity here with just under 5 minutes to go in the first period. Going to have a holding call here. I believe that's going to go to Lily Stum. With 4:40 left to go in the period, Plattsburgh going to spend at least just about 2 minutes of that once again on the penalty kill. Power play for Norwich. Norwich with it on the power play once again. Tom puts it over to Giroud. Back to Tom. That one whipped in front. Stopped by Davis. And we're going to have a cross-checking penalty here. I do believe this is going to go to the Cadets. We'll have 4-on-4 hockey here for a few more minutes, for at least a minute 46. Puck back to center ice here. Rarely, Aaron, do you see 4-on-4 hockey. As I apologize, the faceoff will be in the zone for the Cadets. You rarely do see 4-on-4 hockey. Coincidental minors are not exactly a regular thing, but it's going to be interesting to see how both the Cardinals and the Cadets deal with some more open ice here this afternoon. That puck whipped through, heading behind the Cardinals' net as Benjamin chases after it. Great save there from Davis. The Cardinals picking up a bit of the vibes here from the Cadets. as they heard Norwich loud, super loud earlier this evening towards the beginning of the game, and they're starting to get loud as well. Cardinals are not, especially the women's team here for the Plattsburgh State Cardinals, they are not quiet, to say the least. They're always cheering on their teammates, shouting to each other, doing a great job. Speaking of a great job, Katanka getting that puck through the zone. She's stopped off there, tries to still put it to her line mate, Sarah Krosnick, but it's going to find its way out once again. Taken through the zone by Hedlund. That wrister on, taken by Davis and pushed to the side. 3:32 left in the period, a minute 6 left on the penalty to Nevikosi. 52 seconds, just under a minute here until Plattsburgh goes back to the power play. That puck carried behind the net by Norwich. Back out to the point, grabbed by Teft. She wrists it through as Mole controls it in the corner. She's got Colleen on her. Colleen's going to win that, and Krosnick's going to try to carry that out. Whipped into the front, wrister on, stopped. Great move there by Norton to block that shot. Katanka pokes it through. She's got Krosnick with her. Norwich takes over it, but Katanka's still going to chase after it. Great pressure there from Anna Katanka to make Norwich make those quick decisions. As Unsworth tucks it up at center ice. Katanka in front, she puts it to Unsworth. Unsworth can't control it, puts it in front. Katanka with a shove there on Berg. And Plattsburgh with a really great chance there. Honestly, Aaron, Katanka should have just taken that shot.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, you can see right there, Katanka is trying to give her team any chance they can to score here, to get the score tied again. This is one of the only times we've really seen the Cardinals not had that full-on constant offense I've been seeing. That's really characteristic of them. So
Stum out of the box here. Plattsburgh on the power play for about 10 seconds. Can they make something out of the advantage? Wasik with a wrister. That one hits a body, and Norwich is going to carry it out. Down to the final seconds now. We are back to 5-on-5. Norwich with the puck through. That one taken down at the red line. Quick move there from McCardle on the defensive side. And Plattsburgh collects it behind their net. Some pressure here from the Cadets, though. Great quick-paced game here in the first period as we enter the final 2 minutes of the first frame. Icing here from the Cardinals as they sent it the length of the ice. Shots are 8-7 here in favor of the Cardinals. They've won that count back as they were down early with a couple of shots quickly, and especially the goal from Ali Leguiu about 3 minutes in. That faceoff won by the Cardinals. Reynolds could not get there as Unsworth carries it through. Unsworth down on the ice. Fair play, says the ref. Unsworth with it again. She turns, cannot make that shot. Great defensive move there from Norwich. Ricardo with a great touch there. Norwich comes in onside. A couple of Cardinals get that though, and they're going to try to get it out of the zone. That one grabbed by Stum. Stum through with Kowalski. Jordan Kowalski in front of the net. Quick wrister there from Stum. And an even greater save from Alexa Berg. Face-off in the zone for the Cardinals. A minute 21 left in the period. Puck whipped out. Through a Giroud, but Cardinals try to pick it back up. Back in the zone here for Norwich. Zipping around behind the net is Nevikoski. Benjamin out with Kowalski again. Kowalski in front of the net. In front, Jordan Kowalski. That one on a backhand does not go through. Great touch there from Berg. Down to the final minute here. In the corner now, a battle for it. That one back out to Colleen. Colleen over to Norton. Norton wrister, that one wide. Plattsburgh have 37 seconds to make something here. Drew Mead can't control that. It's going to go out to Colleen. Colleen's going to take that one down. She takes a shot off a pad. Norwich has to get that puck out, and they do. Norton rips that one back in. Space slows down here off a couple of quick chances for the Cards. Back out the other way, carried through the zone by Baptiste. Back out to Drew Mead, over. Can't get to Ivy Borick. In front here, Rister. Through Colleen, off Colleen's legs and into the corner. Great couple of chances there on the flurry. But Plattsburgh is going to end the period here down 1-0. Aaron, how did that first period go for the Cardinals? Obviously, they're down 1-0. How do you think that went?
I mean, the Cardinals they really need to regroup and kind of figure out the game plan going forward, because it's really uncharacteristic of them for them to have to rely on their defense more so than their offense. Like I said at the top of the broadcast, the Cardinals are used to having this constant go offense, where there's constant pressure down on the opposite team's ice, and you're really seeing it here play out where they're actually it's kind of flipped in a sense, where Norwich has this constant offense going towards the Cardinals. So I think we should really take this time to regroup and kind of figure out the strategy going forward. One thing I will note is that also the Cardinals need to stay out of the box as well. That's what I was trying to say. But because any chance they can get is really valuable against a team like Norwich, which is ranked 7th. We're first. So any chance they can get, they need to stay out of the box and take the opportunities they are given in order to score here.
How important is it going to be to get that top line going? Krosnick, Katanka, Boric, they combine for 6 points this season after just one game. How important is it going to be for that top line to get something through? You already saw a few moves from Katanka earlier this game.
Not only is it important in terms of score in the actual game itself, but it's also important just for the team. Because if the team sees that top three go and they score, that will boost the team as a whole, and they could probably get the momentum swung their way and continue moving forward with it.
Well, that's going to do it here for the first period. Brennan Dowd alongside Aaron Smith. We'll be back in a little bit to bring you the second period.
Welcome back. I'm PSTV in-studio analyst Harrison Giroux after a very competitive first period. As Aaron and Brennan mentioned, there have been 2 NCAA championship meetings between Norwich and Plattsburgh in the past, with one going to each side. Now this is a bit of a tiebreaker, and seeing as all the pressure is on for both squads, we're seeing a lot of pressure on each team's own offensive end. I see that Norwich is using a bit of a dump and chase strategy on offense, as is Plattsburgh, and it's been working out so far. We haven't seen a real influx in icing calls. They've been able to chase the puck down and get shots on goal. Speaking of shots on goal, the Cards lead in that category, 10-7 currently. The only reason that I could think of that the Cards haven't been able to convert those shots on goal to actual goals is just chasing down the rebounds. The Norwich goalkeeper has been holding on to the puck and has been getting frozen calls throughout the matchup. Our lone Plattsburgh State goalie was likely shaken up a little bit by an early goal, but made her comeback and has been making some crazy saves throughout early penalties. Plattsburgh has been good on the penalty kill, kept the puck in our own offensive zone, but that's something that the Cadets have been doing outside of the penalty kill as well. Norwich will not let Plattsburgh cross the blue line into our own offensive zone, and that is a big reason why we haven't been able to get shots on net. Now, I believe a different approach that could be taken on offense by Plattsburgh would be a zone approach on offense rather than the dump and chase method that I mentioned earlier. With a zone approach, we will find the holes and use the point a bit more, bring the puck back up to the blue line, and perhaps even get some slap shots from that top line that typically scores for Plattsburgh. There haven't been many holes in the Cadet offense, so it may be hard to find an area where we can get an easy shot on net. Shots have been blocked, and there's been a lot of physicality as well. I've seen a lot of pushing and shoving after the whistle by the Cadets, especially after Plattsburgh gets up in the face of their goaltender and attempts to bring home rebounds. That zone approach would help with that as well. There have been a lot of penalties in this matchup, 3 for Plattsburgh so far, and 2 for Norwich, all of which have been killed effectively. And as I said, there's been a lot of aggression on the defensive end. There's been more aggression that I've noticed from the Norwich goalie than from Plattsburgh's, and that is not surprising in the scoreline. That's all that I have for the wrap-up from the first period. We're going to look forward to a very entertaining second and third period out there on the ice, and lots more competition to come from both squads.
Like-minded taste in animation, then feel free to come on down to our club.
Three, two, one, go! Getting ready to have some fun tonight. First episode of On the Spot shoots very soon. You can see that I have set up a racetrack for our first game tonight. The remote controlled cars are charged and ready to go. We may or may not have some prizes to hand out tonight. Don't tell the contestants. Just gonna spin in circles here a little bit. It's all right.
Hello, and welcome to the third and spooky episode of On the Spot.
Are you okay? Keep that in, please.
Are you okay?
I'm alright.
She's okay.
I'm okay.
Ready. Take.
So TEAC is Tau Kappa Epsilon. It's a national fraternity. It's one of the biggest in the nation right now. We're about 37 guys. We do our best to serve the community that we are part of, and we really like to give back. In my opinion, what makes TEAC stand out is just the amount of leadership skills that you will develop as a TEAC. As time progresses, as you go through the rush process, you realize just like how genuine the people are in this organization.
Better men for a better world. Rush TEAC.
Dad back here with Aaron Smith. Aaron, first periods are pretty tough sometimes, especially tough in a situation like this for the Cardinals. What have you got for us?
I mean, not only is it tough, it really sets the tone for the rest of the game. This has been quite a dirty game in terms of a lot of shoving. There's a lot of roughing. Like, even after the call is blown dead, there's still just a lot of, quick little shoves here and there. It really does show how much these teams play each other and how much they don't really like to play each other in that sense. But the Cardinals really, like I said before the break, need to regroup. They need to find their groove. They need to count on those top 3 players that we were talking about to really not only get the team going, to not only bring the score up, just get back into the mindset of going and getting that constant offense back going again. Because that is really where the Cardinals shine.
Absolutely. As I said, we're back here for the second period here for Go Cardinal Sports and PSTV. We're getting started back down on the ice here as we're just about ready to go for the second period. Plattsburgh up 2-0 here. Excuse me, down 1-0. I apologize. Had 2 penalties in that period, had my numbers confused. As we get ready here for the second period. That faceoff won by the Cardinals, heading back the other way. Norwich collecting that. Shots on goal after the first period, 10-7 in favor of the Cardinals. Of course, the scoreline that matters is the scoreline. I believe we have Erin McCardle down on the ice. She looks okay as she was hopping up. We're worried there for a moment. Make sure she was not injured. Gonna have his face-off coming outside the Plattsburgh zone, just in front of the Cardinals net. Anna Katanka leaning in to take that face-off. She's gonna win it, but Norwich is gonna poke it through. They slice that puck down, and Boric has to clear it out, and she does. Picked up by Molly Flanagan. Through the Plattsburgh zone. Carried there by O'Neill. She's got Colleen and Katanka on her. O'Neill gets some help. That puck going in front. Davis is going to have to make a quick save. That one loose in front of the net. Norwich has to collect it once again. They lose it in the corner, but they're going to collect it one more time along the boards. Crossnet couldn't grab that, but it's going to be grabbed behind the net by Colleen. That puck into the corner. Norwich picks it up there. A couple of turnovers back and forth. As the Cadets take a slapper. Wrist shot on the backhand. Great save there from Ashley Davis. Plattsburgh can't get this puck out of their zone. Great work by the Cadets to keep this puck in and keep the pressure on the Cardinals, especially in a second period like this. Crossneck heading to the box here, I believe on a hooking call. Norwich heads back to the power play.
I mean, this is what I was saying during the break, Brennan. The Cardinals really need to be careful because not only are the Cardinals down a player now, but the momentum is still in the Cadets' favor, and they're going to take any opportunity they can to score here, which is not good for the Cardinals.
Face-off in the zone for the Cardinals. And they're going to win it. Colleen slaps that one, can't get it past the 2 Cadets that are on the boards there. Norwich back to the power play off a hooking call from Sarah Crossnick. In front, a couple of quick shots, and Davis comes up big to make those saves. Wrister there, hits a body and goes out. McCardle gets that puck out as well. Back flipped the other way now. The Cadets put it behind the Cardinals net. That will be an icing. Plattsburgh with a penalty kill offensive zone faceoff, 4-on-5. This should be interesting as Plattsburgh is typically very good with the faceoffs. Today they've been struggling as the Norwich Cadets. Their faceoff skills have been unmatched, as you can see right there. They're winning yet another. Over the blue line here for the Cadets. Ricardo shoves her against the boards. Back to the point now, grabbed by Tom. Sheehan Giroud. Back to Tom. Giroud again. Colleen chases after that. McCardle pushed into the boards. Plattsburgh with the puck there. It's going to be touched by the Cadets. And we're going to have some 4-on-4 hockey here for about 45 seconds for the remainder of the cross-type penalty. And shortly after that, the Plattsburgh Cardinals will be on the power play for 1:15.
The defense here is really looking strong. I mean, it's not very often where the Cardinals have a lot of play with their defense back in the side of the ice. But the defense here has really stepped up. Ashley Davis down there in goal is looking collected once again after a pretty shaky first period, and the Cardinals will look to keep that going here in the second.
Kennedy Nevakosik in the box for a body checking call. 2 minutes in the box. Plattsburgh and Norwich 4-on-4 here for the next 34 seconds. Back in the Cardinals zone now. Norwich controls it. Rister in front. That one goes wide. Davis didn't even have to touch it. Back down to the point now. As Benjamin and Wasek have it behind the line. Skipped in front there. Unsworth over to Cheney. Cheney flicks that one through. She's going to have to chase after it, but Norwich gets the chance to reset. Bit of miscommunication there from the Cadets. This puck in front. Great shot there. Great save from Davis. 5-on-4. Power play for the Cardinals now for the next 1:06. Cheney rips that one through. Gonna go in front of Berg. As Krosnick out of the box now finds it once again. Benjamin with a slap. That one goes off the top of the glove of Berg. And back to Benjamin at the point. Off to Krosnick. Krosnick with a wrister. Quick chance there. Berg couldn't get a glove on that. It's going to go back in front to Benjamin. Benjamin with a wrister off a body. Boric to Katanka. Katanka with a great touch there. Keeps that puck in. Plattsburgh get a new fresh pair of legs on. McCardle with a wrister in front. Good save there from Alexa Berg. Plattsburgh on the power play for another minute, for another 25. Norwich can't get that puck out as it's stopped by Norton on the line. She's got McCardle with her. Opts to go back to Krosnick. Aaron McCardle with it. Rister, that one stopped on a body. Aaron's going to have to keep that one. Aaron McCardle, I should say, and she does. Back to Norton once again on the line. Rister in front, through traffic, and the Cardinals are going to score off a touch in front from either Katanka or Krosnick. I don't know exactly, but the Cardinals score their first goal of the afternoon and tie this game 1-1 on the power play. Back to 5-on-5 hockey here as the Cardinals are on the board. Icing waved off. Touch there before the hash marks. The goal is going to be credited to Maddie Norton for her first collegiate goal. Not her first collegiate point, as she got an assist just the other day against Cortland. Drew Mead back down the ice. Plattsburgh looking for two. Drew Mead stopped in front. That one back behind the net. And the arena, Ronald B. Stafford Ice Arena here in Plattsburgh, is loud for one of the first times this evening. Colleen has to chase after. She puts it on to Norton. Maddie Norton now 1 goal, 1 assist on the season off that wrister in front that went through traffic. I swore Krosnick or Katanka got a touch on that, but it's great to see Maddie Norton getting that goal here, tying the game up 1-1. 13:56 left in the second. Stum can't control that, and Colleen has to chase after as well. As the Cadets carry through the zone, Plattsburgh with a little bit more confidence now as they did not start this game as strong as they'd like. Unsworth whips that one in. Plattsburgh's going to go for a line change as Stum, Cheney, and Colleen head off the ice. McCardle on along with Katanka. And McCardle's going to have to head down towards the zone to collect that. And a Katanka slap pass to Unsworth. Unsworth had to wait to get onside. She's going to carry it through. Nicole Unsworth with a wrister off a body. Katanka tried to poke that one in on the side, could not do so. And she's going to carry it out. Out front, could not get it to Borich. McCardle in front with a shot. That one off a body. And Norwich is going to head the other way. Great moves here from the Cardinals early on. Masota, fell down there. And Borich puts it on to Katanka. She's got Krosnick in front. Katanka through the corner. Behind the board, she's down on the ice. Trying to control that puck. Gonna have a frozen puck here, a rare non-goalie initiated frozen puck. And we're gonna have a face-off outside the zone.
Well, it's worth noting, Brennan, that is Maddie Norton's first collegiate goal coming in this game. Not only is it her first goal, like I just said, but it's also hopefully the goal that's needed to change the momentum into the Cardinals' favor here. So congrats to her.
You said it. Congratulations to Maddie Norton, and we're back down on the ice. It's stick handled through the zone by Blouth. Back to the point now. Wrister on from Tom. That one hits a body, and it's going to be carried out by Rivers Morris. She has to stick it in, and it's going to be sent to Berg, where Alexa Berg will cover it up. 1-1 in period 2. 12:22 left to go here in the second. Shots on goal 16-11 in favor of the Cardinals, as Plattsburgh has found their legs here in the second period. Taylor Whitney in the zone. She's going to win that faceoff. Quick shot there from Drew Mead. Caitlin Drew Mead trying to make this one-goal game once again, but that time in favor of the Cardinals. Wasik chases after that. She's got a body on her. Kowalski out to Drew Mead. That one off a skate. Drew Mead's going to lose it. It's going to be an icing against Plattsburgh. Just under 12 minutes to go. Aaron, how do you think the period's gone for the Cardinals so far?
I mean, like I was just saying, Brennan, the momentum certainly does seem, if not shifted to the Cards, at least a lot more neutral. The Cardinals are being a lot more aggressive after that first goal, and they seem a lot more calm, a lot more collected as the play continues now.
Norwich with the puck in the Cardinal zone. Great poke there from Taylor Whitney to get that puck out and relieve a little bit of the pressure on the defensive side. Wasik flicks that puck to center ice as it's found by Whitney again. Whitney skips that off her backhand. She falls down. She's going to have to collect it once again. Quick wrister in there. And it's going to be taken down by the Cadets. Baptiste can't get that puck through. Colleen chases after it. This icing in favor of the Cardinals. Cheney in the face-off dot to take it. She loses it. Norwich is going to have it behind their own goal line. Wristed out to center, where it's grabbed by Gay. Gay puts it into the center. Wrister on from Masoka. That one goes wide as well. Gay behind the net, can't control it. It's going to be grabbed there. Taken out of the zone. I apologize, no against the boards there. As Norton skips that back. Unsworth through back to Norton. Norton's going to have to do some work to get that puck through. Norwich carries it over. Unsworth chases after it. She's going to be offside there. A lot of neutral zone game here. A few peeks through. Wrister on. Great move there from Colleen to keep that puck out. Davis chases after that. I do not know how that puck did not go in as Davis was on the ice. I believe that wraparound chance did not work as it went wide. Plattsburgh carrying it out of the zone. They wrist it out as Davis saves them there from another 1-goal deficit. Colleen over to Norton. Norton's been in the zone for quite a while now. She needs a change. Norton still chases after, pushes after that in the corner as the Cardinals do their best to control play here. Great. Not exactly sure what happened there. That puck trickles out in front off a pass from Giroud. And the Cardinals finally get it out of the zone. It's going to be taken through the front. Unsworth gives her team a chance to change. Unsworth on the backhand, in front, turns around, and that is a great move by Nicole Unsworth. Off a scary chance on the other side. Plattsburgh up 2-1. And Nicole Unsworth gets her second goal in 2 games. Plattsburgh up 2-1 now as Maddie Norton and Nicole Unsworth both get their second points of the season. A couple of great goals, one through the slot from Norton earlier this afternoon, and Unsworth, great deke there, flies around the defensive players in front of Bergen net. And she puts it in on the backhand on a virtually wide open net. Krosnick over to Katanka. Katanka's going to put that in front. Berg's going to cover it up. Katanka in the faceoff dot to take this one. 9:04 left to go in the second period. Plattsburgh has changed the tide of this game as they found themselves down 1-0 early. They're finding a bunch of quick chances here, trying to make it as skippy as they can and really rely on their speed and talent. And in doing so, they find themselves with a lead for the first time this game. Shots on goal 18-12. Still in favor of the Cardinals here. Benjamin whips that out to a wide open Sarah Krosnick. Krosnick tries to find some time to get her teammates back in. Krosnick's going to carry it around though. Wrister in front. That one cannot find the stick of Katanka or Boric, and it's going to be carried back the other way by Hedlund. Hedlund all alone as her team makes a change. Plattsburgh trying to force that puck in front of their net. Very narrowly avoiding a too many men call there. Drew Mead into the zone. She wrists one a little high. That one's going to be picked up there. Not exactly sure what's going to happen here. I believe we might get too many players on the ice call. It appears we are. As I just warned there before, Norwich had to be careful carrying that puck in front of their net. Plattsburgh, after trying, appear to be trying to force that, are going to find themselves doing the same thing as Jordan Kowalski heads to the box for 2 minutes. Norwich on the power play. Tom's shot pass over to Giroud. Back to Tom and Giroud again. Giroud wrists that in front. Quick chance there, and it's cleared out by Erin McCardle. Norwich through the neutral zone, over the blue line. Carried around there by Giroud. Back to Tom at the point. Tom's wrister goes off the leg of Whitney. Giroud with it again. That wrister goes off a body again. Great defensive moves here from Plattsburgh. Over to the side now. Goal scorer Ali Leguiu. She's going to take it once again just outside left circle. Wristed on by Tom. Can't find a touch there, and it's going to be cleared by McCardle. Wristed back through. Almost through into the Plattsburgh zone, and it will trickle back behind Ashley Davis. Drew Mead through the line over to Katanka. Plattsburgh on the penalty kill here. Katanka carries that, wastes some more time behind the net. She puts it over to Drew Mead. Drew Mead's going to chase after it. Norwich players on the bench calling for them to take the puck. They can't do so. Plattsburgh doing a great job to touch it up, and we're going to have an offside call here against the Cadets. 22 seconds left on the penalty to Jordan Kowalski. So we head into the neutral zone, just off the left of the face-off dot to take that face-off. Excuse me, off the center dot to take that face-off. Norton whips that through. Back down the length of the ice. Berg opts to let her player, Emma O'Neill, come out and grab it. O'Neill whips that past Katanka. She still has it. O'Neill carries it the length of the ice. She puts it in front. That one does not go. Kowalski gonna have to chase after it. Touched on the goal line by Berg, and I believe we're going to have an in-zone face-off coming up for Plattsburgh. Tatum Cheney in there to take the face-off against Legue. Legue is going to win it, but Plattsburgh comes out with it. Back to the point with Benjamin McCardle in front. That wrister on the backhand from Unsworth does not go. Stum's going to have to control that pace there. She can't do it. Back out across the Plattsburgh line. McCardle getting pushed up against the boards there. She's going to have to get that out. Unsworth can't get that puck past the blue line. It's going to go back behind the goal line for Plattsburgh. McCardle loses her stick there in the corner. Stum puts that out, and Tatum Cheney carries it through the neutral zone. Across the blue line now, Cheney had 4 bodies on her. Great box move there from the Norwich Cadets, and they're going to head back the other way. Onside there. That one in front. Great blocker save from Davis. In front, McCardle flips that one, does not go out. Couple of moves there. McCardle lays the body, hits the player down in the corner, along the boards, and Unsworth comes out with it. She whips it behind the net there. Berg has to come out to grab it, and Plattsburgh's going to get a line change. Norwich having a tough time here in the second period to control play like they did in the first, and a lot of it is their own mistakes like that. Holly Schmelzer rips one in front off a leg. Got to be grabbed there. Unsworth in front. Not Unsworth. Kowalski passed that in front. That one did not go. Schmelzer once again with it. Holly Schmelzer with a great move there to keep that puck. Couple of poke checks there. Out to Whitney and Drew Mead. Drew Mead can't control that. The Cardinals still controlling pressure here, trying to keep the Cadets in their zone. Breakout pass for Norwich. They can't make anything out of that as Drew Mead puts it back to Wasik. Whitney to Drew Mead. She can't control that. She's going to find Alexa Berg off a bounce on the back wall. And we will head to an in-zone face-off once again for the Cardinals. 3:56 left here in the second period. Quick games here, especially this one and the one against Cortland as well, as not a lot of whistles I've noticed in Division III women's hockey. Norwich. Krosnick whips that back. Katanka with it. She lets that puck settle before she puts it back to Clean on the line. Over to Norton. Maddie Norton with her first collegiate goal here this afternoon. She collects the puck once again. Over there, Anish. Quick wrister taken from Colleen off the head of Berg. Plattsburgh controls it once again. Boric in front off a couple of legs. And Norwich breaks out with it. Colleen chases after that. She can't control it. Behind the net, Norton's going to put that out to Boric. She's going to skip it on to Katanka. Annie Katanka out with it with Krosnick. On the line change, Katanka wrists that and puts it in. Annie Katanka, 3-1 Plattsburgh. And Katanka gets her 4th goal of the season. Katanka, I was about to say all alone. Annie was not alone. She had Crossneck, and I made this critique of her in the first period that she should have taken the shot that she passed over to her line mate. I don't know if she heard me or not, but I want to think she did because she had a wide open Sarah Crossneck on the other side, took the shot herself, and Plattsburgh is up 3-1.
Maybe our voice does carry a lot of weight there, Brennan.
As I said, Katanka with her 4th goal of the season as she got a hat trick in the opening game against Cortland on Saturday. Norwich can't carry it through the zone as Benjamin comes down along the ice there. Back behind the net now. Norwich puts it out to the point. Wrister on, can't get the touch on that. Great defensive moves and offensive moves from the Cardinals as we enter the final 2 minutes and 20 seconds of the second period. That puck goes down from the opposite side of the red line. We will have an icing and an offensive zone faceoff for Plattsburgh. So, Aaron, we started this period talking about what the Cardinals need to get back in this game. How do you think they've accomplished that up until this point?
I mean, I don't think there's any doubt in anyone's minds anymore, Brendan, but the momentum is certainly in the Cardinals' favor now. I mean, they look just like they usually do with that constant offense, keeping it on Norwich's side of the ice here. And it's just not looking like Norwich is going to be able to get anything going anytime soon against the Cardinals.
Quick wrister on from McCardle. McCardle. Grabbed by Unsworth. She's going to stick handle that, try to find an open lane for a pass. She puts it back to McCardle once again over to Wasik. Wasik over to Unsworth. Unsworth can't collect that as it skips up over her stick. Stick handle there from Unsworth. She couldn't do it any further, but it's going to be grabbed there by Cheney. Back to Stum in the corner. Stum with it. She puts it back to McCardle. McCardle with a slap from the point, off a couple of sticks and off the pads. Another shot into the slot. As Berg had to make a save on that. Back the other way now. Wrister on from Schau. That one does not work. Couple of body checks there. Plattsburgh puts it the length of the ice, and they're going to have an icing call against them. 22-13. The shots on goal in favor of the Cardinals. They went into this period up just a few in shots, but they've almost shot 10 more than their opponents. So needless to say, it's been Plattsburgh's second period here against the Cadets. Ricardo with a great bank pass there to Wasik. She wrists it through to Cheney in the neutral zone. Cheney almost gets a second touch on that, and she's going to lose it in the Norwich zone. Wasik keeps that out of the Plattsburgh area there. Stum can't stick handle that. We're down to the final minute of the second period. And it'll be another icing here, this time in favor of Plattsburgh. Kataka in the mix there to take this face-off, and she's going to win it, putting it back to Maddie Norton. Norton over to Colleen. Back to Maddie Norton. Boric, Norton again, through traffic. That one does not go. Kataka couldn't get a quick shot on that. Kataka, famous for her quick goals in the slot. Back to Norton. And Krosnick. Finds Colleen. Colleen with pressure. She backhands that into the corner where Boric puts it to Katanka. Boric can't control that. On to Colleen. Norwich can't get that puck out of the zone. And that's going to do it for the second period here. Plattsburgh up 3-1 against the Norwich Cadets. I gotta ask you, Aaron, If I told you at the beginning of this period we were going to get 3 goals from the Cardinals, you'd guess Annie. You would.
Oh, yeah.
And would you have guessed Unsworth or Norton?
Certainly not Norton. I mean, she is a first-year student here, and just like I mentioned when the goal was scored, first collegiate goal. She's really showing her presence down there. I think she's really learning a lot just being on the bench with players such as Kataka, such as Unsworth. These upperclassmen who have been around for many seasons who have really led the offense, and again, that is clearly showing down there. That whole team spirit, that whole team learning, I guess was what I'll say. But yeah, everyone, like, the whole atmosphere in this building has changed with these 3 goals. The momentum has shifted. I personally noticed that the Norwich bench has quieted down ever since that we've gotten our stuff going here. So hopefully this can continue into the 3rd period.
Absolutely. Into penalties and power plays, how do you think that's going here for the Cardinals? Obviously, they've been in the box quite a few times. It's going to be interesting to see how that goes.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, they're still getting a lot of penalties called on them and whatnot. But if they stay out of it, if they stay out of the box and are able to keep Norwich in the box, the Cardinals out of the box, we could certainly see many more goals come out of this game. Just with how explosive the Cardinals' offense is.
All right. Your score after 2, Plattsburgh 3-1 after goals from Maddie Norton, Nicole Unsworth, and Anna Katanka. We'll be back for the 3rd period here in just a few minutes.
Welcome back to our PSTV studios. I'm Harrison Giroux. And the theme from that 2nd period, the Cards fight back, scoring 3 goals to Norwich's 0, leaving the score at 3-1. We also lead in the shots on goal category by nearly 10 shots. Now, the Cadets came out firing that period and kept their momentum for quite some time until the puck was frozen, but not by the Plattsburgh State goalkeeper, as you'd imagine. It was very rare, but the puck was frozen behind our own net. And that was when the momentum really shifted from the Cadets to the Cardinals. Hooking seems to be a common penalty in this matchup, on another note, which is kind of rare. I'm thinking poke checks are going wrong, or there's been some very smooth stick handling from either side, which is, it makes a lot of sense given the goals that have been scored off of some nasty dekes. The Ann Unsworth goal in particular came off a nasty deke for Plattsburgh State, which was very beneficial to the scoreline. We have to get a bit more creative in face-offs on the Plattsburgh State side of things. We've been losing a lot of those, and that is something that can sway the momentum or even keep it in our favor for the remainder of the matchup. There's been 2 4-on-4s in this game, which is very rare and notable. For the first Cards goal, we capitalized beautifully on a rebound, which is something I mentioned in the last break. That's something that we were able to capitalize on, and so was the zone approach on offense. Instead of dumping the puck into our own offensive zone, we were really putting the puck to tape when clearing our offensive zone, which is obviously beneficial when moving down the ice and looking to score the goal. Stick handling has been great for Plattsburgh and for Norwich, which has resulted in the power plays as well. We do, however, need smoother line changes. I'm seeing people getting very tired out there on the ice, and there was also that penalty call at about 8 minutes in the second period for too many men on the ice. The penalty kill, however, was able to kill off that penalty and the rest of them that we saw in that period very well. Actually, they got some offside calls, keeping Norwich on the wrong side of the blue line. The Cadets are still chippy, however, after whistles, even being down 3-1. We saw right at the end of that period there, with the two players getting heated with one another, there are some arguments, and I would not be too surprised to see the aggression go up in this third period from the losing side. That's just about all I got for analysis for this period. I'm Harrison Giroux, here in the PSTV studios.
What am I looking at here? It's a spaceship. From where? From space? All right, people, let's hit these guys with some PSTV. Did not work.
Probably because it's a TV station and not a laser.
Botany Club is a group of students who enjoy learning about and experiencing the natural world, especially plants, through various activities, trips, and service projects. If you're interested in joining Botany Club, please join us at Hudson Hall on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. And for more information, reach out to us on Instagram at Botanical Society SUNY Platts. Hope to see you there.
Dance corps makes me feel confident.
Dance corps means to me family.
Dance corps is motivating.
Dance corps means new friends.
Dance corps means old friends.
Dance corps means unity.
Dance corps means creativity.
Dance corps means love.
Dance corps is fun.
Dance corps means friendship.
Dance corps is exciting.
Dance corps is my support system.
Dance corps is my favorite thing.
What I love about Film Club is our incredible excitement for the topics and the way we just keep building on top of each other. It's a great community.
The SUNY Plattsburgh Film Club is divided into two sections, film production and film analysis. We'll be looking at how to really break down the technical aspects of the film industry.
Film Club is a great place to come together and talk about all things film, whether it be about actual films, certain genres, or things that take place behind the scenes in terms of making films.
This is KINKS, which stands for Collectively Inspiring Natural Hair Students. We like to promote people to embrace their natural hair and just love who they are. Every spring semester we have a hair show, so if you're interested in modeling, hairstylist, and a makeup artist, this is something to look forward to every spring.
PS News is a live show put together by just a bunch of college students, and we put it out to the public for everybody to see. Different segments that we have at PS News, we have national news, we have world news, and we cover sports and pop culture news as well.
It's been a lot of fun, especially this semester. We have a great crew and talent that make it amazing.
We go live Monday through Thursday from 7 and 7:30.
Welcome to PS News.
I was reading it while she did it, and I was like, oh, word, okay.
Yeah.
It's like a cheesy way to say welcome to the show.
She goes like, welcome to the other side. So does she say it like the camera?
Great script, great show for you tonight.
You know, I don't think we ever had a couple on the show.
No, I don't think so either. Are you sorry?
I'm a biochem.
I'm a business major.
Nice. So why don't you tell noises whenever Amy is over?
Yeah, it has.
Get it all positioned.
Don't do it because Kate wrote it down. Nothing. He's just trying to break up your show.
Yeah. I'm trying to sabotage.
I feel so tall.
And let's move you a little bit this way, sorry.
Bejesus.
You are gonna get everything here. Yeah. Oh, you guys are coming up. Oh my God.
Just that?
I can get you it.
I'm back. Oh boy.
Yep, you're gonna mic these.
Yeah, your arms are gonna get tired. I was first gonna get a boom stand, but you know.
It's the one and only deal.
Brennan, I miss you. Now I only know Brennan through the camera lens because that's all he does. It's just endless B-roll.
The sport of jiu-jitsu is mainly for, you can use it for self-defense. That's the number one reason it appeals to people. There's other people who come to this club for the competition aspect, and also a lot of others who do it for the workout aspect. It has multiple ways of appealing to different audiences, and you should come give it a try. You might like it.
Back up here for the start of the third period here in Plattsburgh. The Cardinals are leading the number 7 in the nation, Norwich Cadets, 3-1. Aaron, what do the Cardinals need going into the final frame here?
They need to keep up what they're doing already in that second period. The momentum needs to stay in their favor. They got to stay out of the box. their top three, Katanka, Unsworth, all these upperclassmen need to really shine and keep this lead. Norwich is a tough team, and we've seen that today. Any opportunity you give Norwich, they will try to capitalize on. And as long as the Cardinals stay out of the box and they don't allow Norwich to get those opportunities, they can fare well here and keep their lead in this final frame.
3 straight goals in the third period from the Cardinals. One from Maddie Norton, her first collegiate goal. Another one from Nicole Unsworth, her second goal of the season. And Annie Katanka, 4 goals on the season so far after a hat trick on Saturday against Cortland. We're heading back down here in Plattsburgh for the third period. The Cardinals up 3-1. We'll see how this period goes. We'll see you back, talk to you in a few moments. Did open the game here, and it's also worth noting that Ivy Borick got a unsportsmanlike conduct penalty at the end of the period, I should say after the period ended after the second. I did not quite catch what happened. But she did get an unsportsmanlike call, and it was announced on the PA here at the Ronald E. Stafford Ice Arena. So Plattsburgh will start this period on the penalty kill. Norwich, a 5-on-4 power play advantage. That first face-off won by the Cadets. They put that through a little too far, and will be an icing in favor of the Cardinals. Plattsburgh wins that that face-off. They're on the penalty kill here as McCardle stick handles that. She's going to send it down behind the net. Norwich back the other way now. They cannot get it through as Colleen slaps that back the other way. McCardle takes another slap on that. That one goes on net, and Berg has to control it. She opts to put it back out, even though Caitlin Drew Mead was heading towards her. Plattsburgh doing a great job on this penalty kill to keep that puck away from their goaltender, Ashley Davis, who after giving up a goal early here has stood strong for the other 13 shots on net. Taylor Giroud cannot control it behind the net, and it's going to be flipped out at least to center ice, where it's taken down by Taylor Tom. Through the zone once again. Allie Legue tries to stick handle that, and she can't. Katanka's going to grab it. That one's going to barely make it to the blue line before it's taken down once again by Tom, and whipped down the length of the ice by Taylor Whitney. Caitlin Drew Mead, quick snapshot in there, putting that puck on net. We enter the final 15 seconds, I should say, of power play to Norwich. Emma O'Neill bodies one of the Cardinals there, and McCardle heads the other way. Erin McCardle all alone takes a wrister. That one off the pads. Mole couldn't control it there, and the Cardinals are in there once again. Not before the Cadets carry it out. Cadets in front, 2-on-1. Biddle opted to take that shot, even though her partner was on a wide open side of the net over there. It's Unsworth wraps it around the boards. Wasa controls it, waits for her teammates to get onside, and she whips that puck back in. Great touch there. Cheney comes around the net with it. She's going to control it, put it back to Wasik at the point. Wasik with a slap. That one through traffic, could not go through. Cheney in front, could not get around. It's going to be held in by Norton. Norton whips that through, heads behind the net. Stum is going to come back to get it. Wristed on there by Wazik. Stum's going to collect it in the corner again. She stick handles around and whips that one deep. Over to Unsworth, who takes a quick slap. That one goes over the net. And it's going to be carried out by the Cadets. Through the neutral zone now, Biddle. All alone as her teammates get a change on the bench on the other side of the ice. Biddle controls that. She does a great job to keep that puck in the zone, waste some time. In front, quick snapshot there from Baptiste. And an even bigger save from Davis. Unsworth, great stick move there, and Cheney's going to carry that the length of the ice. Plattsburgh to get a change, but Cheney through the zone with Drew Mead. Drew Mead with a wrister off a body. That one carried through by Kowalski, I believe off her pads. She's going to keep that puck in the zone as well. Back behind Berg in the net. It's going to get almost to McCardle before it's carried through. Wrister through the zone, quick shot on, taken there, and a bobbling save from there off that shot from Julie Masota. Ashley Davis needs a lot of credit here in this game, as a couple of quick saves earlier in the first period kept the Cardinals in this game. And if not for her, Cardinals might be down 3-1 instead of up 3-1. Norwich was offside there. We'll get a face-off outside the zone.
One player that I do want to bring up that we don't really talk a lot about is Caitlin Drew Mead. She's a steady presence down there on the offense, and is always kind of, even though she doesn't have a goal yet this season, I don't think it'll be long before she does get one, but she is really just a steady presence, and just really helping her team out any way she can.
48 points in 78 career games played. Caitlin Drew Mead, you're absolutely correct. She is the third line right winger here for the Cardinals and has been a steady presence on that side of the ice. Thank you, Aaron Smith, for that. In the front, Sarah Krosnick with a backhand. That one off the pads of Alexa Berg. Katanka in there to chase after. She's going to lose it heading around. She's going to find another chance to get it, and Norwich gets away with it for now. Blouth. Apologies, Goleniak. Wrister on. Pad save there from Davis. Another wrister another half slap taken there from Taylor Tom. Norwich has to reset. Katanka backhands that. Krosnick lost her stick. Wasik puts that through. Boric did not get a touch on that. It's going to be an icing against Plattsburgh. Face-off inside the Plattsburgh zone. Anna Katanka in to take it. She's going to win it. She's going to dribble behind Ashley Davis as Wasik goes down. Puck underneath a Norwich player there. Wasik puts it off to the side. Schmelzer's going to come over and grab it. That puck off Krosnick's stick. The shaft of Krosnick's stick, I should say. Wasik with a great move there to control it. Katanka lost the puck there. But Krosnick's going to carry it through. Sarah Krosnick all alone. Another chance. Plattsburgh is great job with the scrappy kind of plays like that, making something out of nothing. And just kind of catching the other team off guard with how quick and how skilled some of their moves are.
And that just comes down, again, to just this team chemistry. You know, these players all know each other pretty well, and they're able to think on their feet and actually able to come up with these plays like you were saying on the spot, which is really helpful when you're facing a team like Norwich who might have all the ideas in the playbook, but just having that little something to throw them off is really helpful.
And it's a big reason why head coach Kevin Houle is in his 19th season with the Cardinals, as he has been able to get consistent work from them. And a few national championships to boot. Through the front now, quick wrister. Could not get controlled off a shot from Giroud. But Norwich has it in the Plattsburgh zone again. Giroud in front. That one goes off the crossbar, and it's going to be kept in on the line by Teft. Cheney chasing after it now. She's got Norton there with her. Norwich controls that puck coming out in front. Wrister on. Stick save from Ashley Davis as she makes her 16th save of the game. 12:41 left in the third period here. Plattsburgh is up 3-0 off three second period goals, I should say, from Maddie Norton, Nicole Unsworth, and co-captain Annie Katanka. Norwich just the single goal from Ali Legue about 4 minutes into the first period. I believe that puck went out of the zone into the Plattsburgh bench. We're going to have an in-zone face-off as Plattsburgh was the one trying to clear that puck. Norwich's bench getting rowdy with this. It's not going to help them win that face-off, though. Benjamin carries it through the red line. Drew Mead chasing after it. She tries to forward hand that to Kowalski. Kowalski loses it. Drew Mead in after it again. Kowalski, great move there to get that in. Benjamin on the line. She moves in. Stick handles. Benjamin wrists one. Excuse me. Apologies for that. And it's going to go out. Face off in the Norwich zone. Taylor Whitney comes in. She's going to lose that face off, but Kowalski's going to tip it on through. Jordan Kowalski in the corner there with Drew Mead. Caitlin Drew Mead carrying that out. She puts it out to McCardle, who's along the boards there. Back to Jordan Kowalski behind the net. Back to Benjamin. Sierra Benjamin, great skip move there to hold that puck. She carries it around, puts it in front, straight to a Norwich stick, and the Cadets head the other way with numbers. That crossing pass does not go. It hits a Plattsburgh skate, and Benjamin's going to put it off to Whitney to head the other way. Taylor Whitney with a wrister. Quick pad save there, coming from Berg. Borick in, puts it in front. Krosnick could not get a touch on that as she was tied up in front. Schmelzer puts it to Krosnick, into Katanka. Annie Katanka, quick skip there to Borick. Does not find her stick. Back to Krosnick again, over to Schmelzer. Holly Schmelzer with a shot off the toe there as Berg makes another big save. Wasik over to Borick. Borick, that pass. Skips off something there and hits the corner. Norwich comes out with it. Norwich takes the space and they put it through. Skip it on at center ice, back behind the net. They're going to do that and get a change. Wasik over to Schmelzer. Norwich with it again. They pick it up on a broken play there. Quick shot to the slot, does not go. Katanka, breakaway here with Unsworth in front. Stick save diving from one of the Norwich players. Unsworth's going to get a chance though. Katanka tied up, could not make a chance with that. Norton, back to Katanka. She's got no one in front. She finds Colleen. Colleen with a wrister, that one wide. Unsworth comes down for that one. I believe we're going to have a penalty coming up here against the Cadets. Emma O'Neill heading to the box here. I believe it's going to be a cross-check against O'Neill.
All that was a great example of what I mean when I say this constant offense. Even when the Cardinals give up the puck for a split second, they're able to get it back and just continue adding pressure onto the Cadets net. It's really just goes to show how constant and how explosive this offense can get.
Apologies, the call was for interference, not cross-checking as Borick carries it through. Over to McCardle. In front to Schmelzer. McCardle again. Back to Norton. McCardle, wrister. That one goes through the seam. Cannot be cleared by the Cadets. Back over to Ivy Borick. Norton in the slot once again. Borick takes the shot. That one goes off a body and hits the glass. Krosnick tries to put that to Katanka. She can't control it. That one off Borick finds Katanka. She's behind the net with it. Back to Norton. Norton and McCardle play catch with it as Bork finds himself with it on the other side. Crossnet can't get the backdoor shot in there. Quick snap chance from the Cardinals. Bork's going to keep it in. Plattsburgh spent a majority of the first minute of this power play in the zone. They take a wrister and a great shot there. Maddie Norton pots a second one. And Norton gets her second goal of the game, second goal of the season, and second goal of her career. Cardinals, after going down 1-0 early in the first period, score 4 straight between the last 2 periods to bring themselves to a lead, at a commanding lead, with less than 10 to go in the third period. Schmelzer works her way with that puck out as Wasik carries that through center ice. Norwich not doing themselves any favors here as they almost gave it another giveaway there. Quick wrister on, taken by Gay off a blocker and back out. Schmelzer picks that up in front of the net. And it's going to head out for Drew Mead. Drew Mead can't get the crossover there. Norwich carries it the other way. Gay puts it back, wrister on, taken there by Baptiste. And Davis had to block that one up high. Kowalski loses that. She's going to chase after it. Grabbed there by Bloth. She backhands it in. On the other side of the red line, no icing. Norwich Cadets will get a quick change here. Hip check on McCardle. And Plattsburgh is going to head back to the power play here in a few moments as Stum breaks out with it. She loses it. Getting a tripping call coming up here as Melanie Reynolds, the sophomore forward, heads to the box and puts Plattsburgh back on the power play with 7:37 to go in the third period. Plattsburgh back on the power play here. Wasik with Benjamin and Stum. Stum puts it back behind the net. Stum with it again. Plattsburgh's second power play unit out on the ice now. Benjamin stick handles that. She can't take the shot. Stum with a wrister in front. Hits a couple of bodies. Quick chance there in front. Could not be put in by Unsworth. She looks for number 2 of the afternoon. Stum. Over to Wasik. Benjamin. Wasik again. Stum as well. She wrists it off a body. Unsworth collects it in the corner. That one hits the net. We're going to have an end zone face-off coming up for the Cardinals.
Worth noting that the last Cardinals goal came off of the power play, and Maddie Norton is actually coming back in for the last minute of this power play. Maybe the Cardinals are trying to test something out here with putting Norton in on these power play opportunities and seeing what she can do. She already has 2 on the day. Maybe she can make it 3.
Bork collects it. Puts it over to McCardle. The first power play unit back on the ice now. Norton over to Bork. Katanka in front of the net. Wrister through. That one hits a leg. Bork loses her stick there as Katanka puts it over to her co-captain McCardle. Back to Annie Katanka. McCardle collects it again. Norton. McCardle. She wrists that through. That one almost sneaks by Berg. Can't be skipped out though as Norton grabs it. Krosnick. Over to Norton. Over to McCardle there. Back to Norton again. Borick. She fans on that. And the Cadets are going to easily send that down the length of the ice. And with 8 seconds left, Plattsburgh is going to end the power play. We had a couple of good shots, but for the most part, an uneventful power play. So we're back to 5-on-5. In front, Katanka was offside. I was just about to say, I thought Katanka was in a little early. 5:29 left in the third period. Plattsburgh up 4-1. A goal from Nicole Unsworth, Anna Katanka, and a pair from first year Maddie Norton. That puck skipped on to Davis. She's going to cover it up and settle play down on that side. Aaron, they just announced a few moments ago to stick around towards the end of the game for the 3 stars of the game. If you had to name just one of those 3 stars, who would it be?
It's got to be Norton. I mean, coming in her first collegiate 2 goals. You know, I mean, that would be what my bet is on Maddie Norton being named one of those 3.
Anna Katanka got the first star on Saturday. If we want to spread a little more evenly, it wouldn't be a surprise if Norton got first or second. We'll have to wait to see as the game wraps up here in the next 5 minutes. Schmelzer wrists that one, puts it around. Plattsburgh is going to recollect themselves. Norwich loses their footing there in front. Backhander in front. Drew Mead. And Berg is going to dive on that quick. As I said before, the shots are now 38-18 in favor of the Cardinals. A decent few of those have been the Cadets just giving themselves more problems. They, with things like turnovers, things like weak passes, you give the Cardinals, who are, as we said before, #1 in the nation, you're giving them more opportunities to make chances out of nothing. Katanka in the corner, cross-neck with her. Quick battle out there, finds Colleen. Colleen with a slap. Going wide there as Norton heads around there. Norton and Colleen getting a lot of time here with this first line of cross-neck Katanka and Boric. No surprise there. I wouldn't be surprised to see Kevin Houle, the head coach of the Plattsburgh State women's hockey team, want to give her more time, because if you play the hand that's hot. Third line back on the ice is Whitney. Leans in to take that. Colleen. Anna Katanka heading, in the box now. Norwich on the power play for the next minute 47. As Anna Katanka got a roughing penalty. Plattsburgh on the penalty kill. They tip it in front. Whitney collects it, puts it back. Bergen to make a couple of quick saves there. As even on the penalty kill, Plattsburgh is still trying to find scoring opportunities.
For reference to those who may have missed it, I do believe she got called on a shove on one of the cadet players at right after the play was blown dead. That she gave a little shove, and I believe that's what they called her on. And you know, she got called on, and she's in the box now. So hopefully, the Cadets don't make anything of this.
McCardle flips that one back. Whitney and Drew Mead have to come after it. They can't do it. Norwich, 3-on-2 in the zone. Pass into the slot, touch that shot. Quick snap from Giroud goes wide. Colleen slaps that, hits a body in the corner. And the Cadets are going to keep it in. Quick slick move there, trying to make something out of this power play for the Cadets. Grabbed in the corner by Legue. Legue opening goal here in this game. Plattsburgh with 4 straight afterward. Haley Legue grabs it again in the corner. And it goes out to the line where Tom puts it over to Giroud and back out. Caitlin Drew Mead chasing after that. Tries to put it into the Cadets zone. Neutral zone face-off for both teams. I believe we're going to actually have this at center ice. which you only ever usually see at the beginning of the periods after goals or failed whistle attempts. Excuse me, failed icing calls. Back behind the net, Norton grabs it. Down to the final 2 seconds, Katanka back out of the box. We're back to 5-on-5. Slap in front, great save from Davis. Into the final few moments. Kind of a hand pass here against the Cardinals in the corner. Great slap pass, slapper save from Ashley Davis just as that penalty was expiring. Don't know who quite got that shot. But Plattsburgh have almost doubled the shots on goal, 39-20. As we enter the final 2 minutes of this game. That one goes over the top. Davis snags it. Another end zone faceoff coming in for the Cardinals. Norwich coming out the victor on that face-off there in the zone. Grab behind the net. Baptiste tries to put it in front, cannot do it. Unsworth heading down with Martin. Unsworth puts it in front. Martin can't get a touch on that. Nicole Unsworth. She plays around with it. Finds Cheney in the corner. Unsworth again, a wrap around. Quick chance in front on the back door. Martin could not put that in. And the play is blown dead as the ref lost sight of the puck there. That faceoff won by the Cadets. As they came into this 2-0-0 in overall play and conference play. Plattsburgh looking to make it 2 straight wins here. Quick wrister on. Taken there by Olshansky. As Plattsburgh's fourth line on the ice now.
No, I said track and field. I'm not
Down into the final minute of the third period here. Norwich breaks it through the neutral zone. Not sure if they're going to pull the goalie here. They backhand that on. Down to the final 45. Back behind the net. Nevikoski carries it through. Puts it out in front. Wrister going wide. Could not get a tip on it. Martin can't backhand that one out. It's kept in by Norwich. Great pressure there from Rachel Martin as that puck stays in the zone. Norwich collects it on the line. Backhanded there by Olshansky. Norwich has 10 seconds left to make something here. They're going to take a wrister on to Davis. She's going to take it down. With 6.2 to go in the period. Pretty safe to say the Cardinals coming out with a victory here. Plattsburgh wins that face-off. Spend some time. You can hear the crowd cheering now. As we're final score here in Plattsburgh. Plattsburgh 4, Norwich 1. Goals from, Maddie Norton, Nicole Unsworth, and Annie Katanka as the Cardinals celebrate down on the ice. Cardinals improved to 2-0-0, ending the Norwich undefeated start to the season and start their season strong here as they have a 10-day break before they face the Morrisville Mustangs on a back-to-back next Friday and Saturday. The following weekend, Plattsburgh hosts the Cardinal Panther Classic just after Thanksgiving as we host 8th in the nation Endicott, 5th Elmira, and 2nd place Middlebury. We're going to wrap up the game up here in the booth as the Cardinals salute their fans down on the ice. Brennan Dowd here with Aaron Smith. Let's wrap up this game here. Obviously, Katanka and Unsworth, the seniors, both senior and graduate students, I should say, both having great games. Ashley Davis making quite a few saves here in the latter half of the game, 20 to be exact. But let's talk about Maddie Norton. One game before this, she got an assist, which is great. She got an assist against Cortland on Saturday. 2 goals tonight. You're a first-year student. You're coming in. You get to actually play hockey. Suniak is playing. D3 is on, and we're going to most likely have a champion come March. How do you think she's feeling?
She's got to be feeling great. You know, like you said, she had the assist in the one game, but to come in against the number 7 ranked in the country and score 2 goals on them, she must be feeling great. And they're about to announce the player of the game. And I do believe I see 12 out there, so Maddie Norton will be honored as one of the players of the game, which is totally warranted, totally needed. She played her heart out today. It's simple as that.
Plattsburgh facing the Morrisville Mustangs back-to-back next Friday and Saturday. Have about a 10-day layoff before that, and the following weekend, just after Thanksgiving, the Cardinals will be back for the Cardinal Panther Classic, a 4-team tournament on Saturday and Sunday just after Thanksgiving, as we host Endicott, Elmira, and Middlebury, all 4 of us in the top 10 in the NCAA rankings this season. Any final words, Aaron?
I think we covered it. You know, they come in and they beat the Cadets, which is what we all wanted, what we wanted to see. In what was not the cleanest game, I will say that. It was certainly not the cleanest game. A lot of penalties on both sides. But what's important is that the Cardinals go home with this win.
Absolutely. Cardinals win this one 4-1 against the Norwich Cadets. We're going to wrap things up here until next weekend. For Aaron Smith and the whole crew here at GoCardinalSports.com and PSTV, I'm Brennan Dowd signing off in Plattsburgh.